Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we will discuss about closed sets and some examples of the closed sets and theorems on closed sets. Okay, so first let us define a closed set. Closed sets definition: let x comma t be a topological space then a subset A of x is said to be closed if and only if its complement is, that is, complement of A is denoted by A complement, or it is also denoted by A dash. You can denote it by any symbol. Okay, if its complement A complement or A dash is open. Okay, so that means, for example, if we have a set X, okay, let X be a set and T be topology on X, that is phi A B A comma B and X. So this is a topology on X. Now if you take any subset of this X, for example, I will take a subset A is equals to, I will represent it by A1 is equals to A comma B comma C. Now we have to check whether this is a closed or not. In order to check, we have to take the complement of this one. So complement of A1 is, so if you consider X minus A1, so this is the complement of A1. Okay, so X minus A1, that is, if you consider only those elements from the X which does not belongs to this A1. Okay, so you can observe that this A belongs to this set A1, therefore we leave it, even B also. So therefore X minus A1 is only element D. So this is the complement of A1. So that means in order to get the complement, you should consider only those elements which does not belongs to this A1. This is called A1 complement. Okay, so here D is such an element which does not belongs to this set A1. Okay, so similarly, so now you observe that whether this D is open or not. Okay, we have to check. So if it is open, then it is, this A1 is called closed set, otherwise it is not a closed set. Okay, so this D, you can observe that this does not belongs to this topology, therefore we can say that this A comma B C is not a closed, because its complement doesn't belongs to the set, that is the topology. Okay, so similarly you can consider any other example. I will take this as A2. So A2 is equals to, now I will consider B comma C comma D. So if you take complement of this A2, that is A2 dash is equals to, again it is X minus A2, right? So now X minus A2 means, so you leave this B C D. So okay, so except B C D we have to write the elements of X. Okay, so B C D, only A remains, so therefore A2 complement is A. Now we have to check whether this A is open or not. So open or not means whether it belongs to the topology or not. So you can observe that this A belongs to this topology, so therefore we can say that it is open. So when this is open, that is A2 complement is open, then we can say that this A2 is closed, right? So that means any subset is said to be closed if its that is if and only if, not only if and only if and only if means double implication. Okay, if and only if its complement is open. So why it is if and only if means you can observe that these all are open. Definitely these complements is equals to that is the if you take complement of these sets, that will be closed. Okay, because these are open, so if you take their complement, okay, that will be closed, because we know that any complement of closed set is open. Okay, so therefore we can say that complement of any set is open, then it is called as the closed set. So similarly you can take any other examples. Okay, next we consider another example. Give an example of a proper non-empty subset of a topological space which is both open and closed. So see here we have to give an example for a set which is both open and closed. Open means it belongs to topology T, and for closed we have to show that its complement is open. Okay, so like that. Solution: let x is equals to 1, 2, 3 and t is equals to 5x 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3 and the next set is 3, 1. Be a topology on this x, then clearly you can observe that this is a discrete topology. Okay, so then clearly T is a topology on X. Now we can give an example for a set which is both open and closed. Then so you can consider any one. So we consider this one. It is a subset of X such that this one belongs to T, hence it is open. So therefore it is open. And also if you take complement of this one, okay, complement of this one is equals to x minus 1. X is nothing but it is equals to 1, 2, 3 minus 1. It is equals to, we get 1. So sorry, not 1. So we will get 2, 3. So its complement is, we got 2, 3. This again belongs to topology T. You can observe this 2, 3 belongs to topology T. Therefore it is open. It implies that one is closed, not open. It is closed. So since this one belongs to topology T, it is open. Similarly, so its complement is 2, 3. This again belongs to the topology T. Therefore this one is closed. So from 1 and 2, you can take this 1 and this as 2. So from 1 and 2 we can say that the subset 1 of X is both open and closed. In fact, not only this one, you can consider any subset from this topology. This topology is a discrete topology. So if you consider any subset of discrete topology for any set, that will be again open and closed. So that means if you want to give an example for the open and closed set, so then you can give the example for this topology, that is discrete topology. Then you can consider any one of this set which will be both open and closed. So therefore we can conclude that, so conclusion here, so we have always a result that in an indiscrete, sorry not indiscrete, in a discrete topology or topological space, okay, topological space, any or every set in T, okay, or we represent discrete topology as TD, is both open and closed, okay. Third one, show that phi and x are always open and closed. We know that this phi and x are always belongs to that is topology T, so it is always open, and then now we have to just show that it is closed, okay. So solution, since phi and x are in topology T of a topological space x comma T, so therefore phi and x are always open. So this already we have discussed in the open set video, okay, always open. Now since now we take complement of these two sets, that is complement of this phi is x minus phi, so if you substitute you will get x, okay. So therefore we get complement of this phi is x, so which is already we have proved that it is x is open, so therefore we can say that this phi is closed. So similarly, since now you consider complement of this x, complement of x, that is x minus x is equals to, will get null set, but this null set is open. Now we got this complement of this x is open, therefore we can say that x is closed. Hence phi and x are such subsets of x which are always open and closed. So these always belongs to, so these phi and x together form the topology on any set x. So therefore, so again we can conclude that we conclusion here we can write the result here, that in a indiscrete topological space, every set, that is every set means they are phi and x are always both open and closed, okay. Next we have another example here. If x comma t is a topological space where x is equals to a, b, c, d, e and t consists all these subsets, okay, then prove that subset A is both open and closed. So we have to show that this is open and closed. For that we have to show that this belongs to topology T and its complement is belongs to the same topology T. So as you can observe that it belongs to the topology, therefore it is open, okay. Solution, since this subset A belongs to T, hence it is open, okay. So similarly also if you consider complement of A is equals to x minus A. So that is, we write the x set here. X is nothing but A comma B comma C D and E minus this A. You will get cancelling this A, so we have to leave this A. So we just write remaining elements B C D E. Okay, so this you can observe that here this complement of this A is A B C D E. It belongs to the topology tau. So therefore, so this belongs to T, means it is open. Okay, it is open. So therefore, now we got complement of A is open. So therefore, this A is closed. Hence, A is both open and closed, right? So like this you can prove for any subset. Okay, for given you can show that like this only. So that is closed and open. Okay, now on this closed set we have some theorems. Okay, first theorem 1, a set a subset A in a topological space x comma t is open if and only if the complement of A is closed, right? So as we have defined that that is a subset is said to be closed if its complement is open. So similarly, if we take reverse case, that is a subset A in a topological space is said to be open if and only if its complement is closed. So let us see. So we have to prove this in two parts, that is, for one is necessary condition and another is sufficient. Okay, proof. Suppose we assume that in the first condition we assume that A is open, then we have to show that its complement is closed. So suppose A is open, okay, then we have to show that its complement is closed. Okay, now since we know that complement of complement, that is A complement its complement, or you can denote it by A complement of complement. Okay, so is equals to A, that is A double complement is equals to A. Okay, we know that this one by the De Morgan's by the properties of complements, complements of a set. Okay, so therefore A double dash will be A only. Okay, we'll get A itself. So therefore we can say that this A complement, since complement of this A complement is A, we have taken this A as open, which is open, right? So we have assumed that this is A is open. So then we can say that this complement of complement is open. Okay, so therefore we can say that A complement is a set whose complement is open. So here we are getting this A double dash is open, means we can say that complement of this A dash is open, because here we have taken that complement of this A complement which is open. So if you take complement of any set is open, then we can say that that set is closed. So here we have taken this set, therefore we can say that A complement is closed. By this is by definition, right? Now Conversely, we assume that now we assume that conversely now we assume that suppose A complement is closed. Okay, we assume that its complement is A complement is closed. So A complement is closed means its complement will be open by the definition. Okay, so complement of this A complement is open. So this is by definition. Okay, so we know that complement of a complement is again the same set, that is A is open. So which is the proof. Okay, hence we can say that that is A is closed if and A is open if and only if its complement is closed. Okay, hence the proof. Next theorem. Let x comma t be a topological space, then show that first one, the arbitrary intersection of any family of the closed sets is a closed set, and second one, the union of any family any finite number of closed set is closed. Okay, so see here, let x comma t be a topological space, then we have to show that first the arbitrary intersection of any family of the closed sets is a closed set. So here arbitrary means we have to consider all the arbitrary intersections, or that is all the arbitrary collection of the sets which are closed, their intersection we have to show that it is closed, so that we have to show that their complement is open. Okay, so similarly in the union of any finite number of closed, for finite number of closed you can take any two closed sets, then we have to show that their union is closed. So in order to show that their union is closed, we have to show that their complement is open. Okay, so let us prove this one by one. Proof. Let F be a collection of all closed subsets of space X. Okay, why it is space? Because there exists a topology on this X. Okay, or you can use the word set X. Okay, now first one we have to show that anyone you can show that first we prove this arbitrary intersection of any family of the closed set is closed. Okay, so for that we take, that is, let F alpha, where alpha belongs to index set, so belongs to F. F means it is the family of closed sets. Okay, then we shall show that for first one we have to show that intersection of all these F alpha, that is intersection of F alpha for alpha belongs to index set is closed. So it is closed means, so that is we have to show that intersection is closed. In order to show that it is closed means we have to show that that is the complement of this F alpha, collection of intersection of F alpha, that is complement, is open. Now we have to show this one. Okay, so that for that now we consider intersection of F alpha, alpha belongs to A, its complement. Now applying De Morgan's law, we know that De Morgan's law is A dash intersection B dash is equals to A union B whole dash. Here we have taken intersection of all these F alpha. So if we are taking complement, so this becomes, so this changed into union. So here A dash intersection B dash equals to A union B whole dash. So similarly, so if you remove this intersection, so then you will get, by applying De Morgan's law, you will get union of F alpha complement. Okay, so sorry, we are not applying this formula. So this is first one. Second one, so that is here we have applied this formula. Okay, so A intersection B whole dash is equals to A dash union B dash. Okay, so intersection of whole dash, so here we have used intersection of whole dash equals to, we get union of complement of the union of individuals. Okay, we have to apply individuals, so therefore we apply here F complement. Applying this formula, we have these both formulas. For this particular we are applying this. So A intersection B whole dash equals to A dash union B dash. Similarly, intersection of, that is whole complement of this intersection of all this alpha is equals to union of complement of F alpha. Alpha belongs to index set. Okay, so this is by De Morgan's law. So you just write by the De Morgan's law, so don't write this one. Okay, so then, so this is by De Morgan's law. Now we know that since each F alpha being closed, so here we have taken F alpha, all are the closed, because F is a collection of closed sets. So since each F alpha being closed, their complement definitely open. Okay, so therefore F complement is open. So that means this is the collection of all open sets. Okay, so therefore we can say that, so this is open, therefore we can say that, and the arbitrary union of all closed, sorry, not closed, all open sets is being open. We can say that this is open set. Okay, so that is union of complements of all the elements is open. Okay, so therefore consequently, so because this is equals to intersection of F alpha complement, therefore we say that complement of intersection of F alpha, alpha belongs to A, is open. Because we have proved this is open, means definitely this will be open. So therefore this is open. Okay, hence arbitrary intersection of closed sets is open. Okay, so this is the first one. So similarly now we prove the union of any finite number of closed sets is closed. Okay, so that is for second one. Let F1 and F2 belongs to closed set, belongs to F alpha. Okay, belongs to F, or you can say that F alpha. Okay, so it belongs to F. We shall show that. So their union belongs to F. So their union belongs to F means, so we have to show that F1 union F2 is closed. That is, we have to show that F1 union F2 is closed. For this we have to show that their complement is, that is, we have to show that, okay, just you write this F1. So in order to say that its complement, we have to show that open. Okay, so that you consider, since F1 F2 belongs to F, their complement, so F1 F2 belongs to F means their complements are open, right? So belongs to F means they are closed. Okay, then their complement is open. So therefore we can say that F1 dash intersection F2 dash is open. Okay, intersection of two open sets is open, which implies that F1 union F2. So by applying De Morgan's law, we get F1 union F2 whole dash is open. So this is by De Morgan's law. Okay, so which implies that F1 union F2 is closed. Why it is closed? Because its complement is open. So this is by definition, right? Hence we can say that F1 union F2 is closed means F1 union F2 belongs to F. So that is union of finite numbers or members, okay, numbers of closed sets is closed. Okay, hence the proof. So this is the proof of this theorem.